So now after installing the WordPress and creating our theme basic files, as you can see, we have just the plain text for our theme, which is this text coming from index.php. So now we can go to our template and start building our basic HTML and convert it into WordPress. So in the example, we will take this template. So if you can go to just Control U, and then you can go to the basic structure of this template. So if I copy, select all and copy, and let's go to here and paste that in. Okay, so as you can see, we have just the basic structure, HTML and CSS, some CSS files. So if we go to get back into our theme and reload, we have this basic structure, which is basically is HTML. There's no CSS or any styling with this template. So we need to import our CSS file, but before that, if you take a look on the Bootstrap template, we have this blog.css file, which is the styling file. So we need to grab all these styles. Okay, copy, get back, and in our style.css we can paste that in. Okay, also in the templates we have these inline styles, so also we can just grab all these, and let's get rid of this style tag and let's save. Let's get back into style.css, and maybe we can paste that down here. Okay, let's save, and now you'll notice no change if we reload. Okay, to notice the changes, we need to import our CSS file or our style file into our template. So as you can see here, we have just a blog.css file, style link, so we can use our HTML, or maybe use the WordPress to import. Instead of importing blog.css, I will import this style.css. So we can type blog info and pass style sheet URL. Okay, and let's save. Let's get back and reload, and we have something changed, some changes here. Okay, so also we need to use Bootstrap. So as you can see, it's corrupted because it's looking for Bootstrap, but it's just finding this static file, which is this file here, which is not existed. So we need to get Bootstrap, the CDN. We can go to Bootstrap, get Bootstrap, and in get started we can go to the first link, I believe. Okay, this one. Let's copy this. Let's get back. Oops. And let's paste that in. Instead of this link, we're gonna use CDN for Bootstrap. So let's get back, let's reload, and here we go. Here's our basic template, or our static template. Okay, so after doing that, we are having just static content, as you can see. So we need to make this dynamic. So first let's add the language attributes. So in WordPress we can say that we need language attributes okay. Let's save, let's get back, and if we open the, let's reload first, let's open the source code. You see that we having just the same language attributes. Okay, so if we also we can change this char set. So let's say that we need blog info char set. Oops, this is a char set. Okay, let's save and reload, and you'll notice that we have the char set here. Okay, also we can change the description. So we can say PHP, we need blog info description. Okay, also, and for the author we don't need any author here. For the title we can add our blog name. So let's say that we need blog info name, so that will display the name of our, where is this, of our website. We already said that, and we can change that of course from the dashboard. Also, let's see what's else. Also we need to add some links, some WordPress links. So in WordPress we need to add something called WP head, so that will add some extra links. So as you can see here, we're just having our links. So after adding WP head, let's reload, we have some extra links. As you can see, we have extra attributes, some metadata, a link, some script, JavaScript, and some styles. You can see that. Okay, we need to add that because we also will use this WP head for adding functionality into our customizer. So after that, I think we're done with the header. We need to do something else. You know, after, you know, I will do it later. Just with the content. Now in the header, as you can see, we have just this header, and we have this link for the navbar, and we have this jumbotron, which is the featured post, and we have this two columns for, you know, for this two separated different categories posts, and then we have those we are displaying our posts in this div, which is blog post. We are displaying each post separated. So we will get rid of this static content for now, but first we need to add some you know, we need to add some posts in our dashboard. So let's jump into our dashboard and add some posts. So in our dashboard we can go to posts. We have just basic posts. We can of course add new posts. So I will say that post one, let's just add basic content. Let's just grab some Epson lorem and generator some more. Okay, let's grab these, all these. Okay, let's copy, let's get back, let's paste that in, and let's publish. Okay, let's add new one. Let's paste that in. Let's call this post 2. Publish. Let's add another one. So this post 3, and add this here, and let's publish. Okay, so now of course we will not see any posts because this is the static template. So we need to get rid of this basic static content. I will just leave one. Now let's get rid of these two. Okay, let's get rid of this pagination. Okay, and for now we are just having one post. Okay, just have just this single post. So to call the posts, we need to implement in WordPress something called post loop. Okay, so if you get and search for WordPress post loop, okay, you will find in the codex.wordpress, which is the documentation, you can see that to use the loop you can just implement if have posts. Okay, then we implement while loop, and then the loop itself inside, like this one here. You're having the have posts, and then we implement the while loop. Okay, so basically we need to if and have posts and let's end the if statement with end if. Just a basic PHP. Why is doing that? Okay, forget about it. Okay, so here we need to add a while loop. So while have posts. Okay, so we need to call the post function, and we need also to end our while loop. So we end while. Okay, I don't know why it's keep just doing that. Okay, basically we are telling the loop, first we are checking if we have posts in our blog. We need to implement this while loop. Okay, so in the while loop we are checking every time we have posts, we need the post. Okay, we just need the post from this while loop. Okay, so every time we are having this, we are having a post. Let's just cut this blog post, basic HTML or static HTML, and just paste that here. Okay, and we can change some Actually, let's save for now. Let's save for now and see see in our website we are having the static HTML. Okay, we are having the static HTML, but it's being repeated for 3 times, or 1, 2, 3, and 4, because we already have 4 posts in our dashboard. Okay, so basically it's telling the logic here is that anytime, or while we have the posts, every time we have a post, just give me this static text. Okay, that's why we have this same text for time, because we have 4 posts inside our dashboard. Okay, so now we can change some static content inside our posts. So for example, we can change the title by calling this WordPress function. Okay, we can change the text or the content, so let's get rid of all these until here. Okay, and we can call PHP and then the content. Okay, save, let's get back and reload, and now we have our posts. Okay, now we are having this dynamic information of our posts. So now we have this title for the post 3 and the content of post 3, and we have this post 2 and the content of the post 2, and we have the post 1 and the content. Also we have this hello world post, which is having this this content. Okay, so that's the basic logic for fetching the posts from your WordPress database. Okay, so of course we can change the dates and the time. So basically we can use the time, or maybe we can use the date, of course. Let's see the date first. So if we add the date, let's reload, and we having this static date. So it's been published at March 13, 2019, which is this date today. Also you can of course use the time. So let's use the time, and if you just leave it like this, you'll get this just this time, which is this the time of the post when the post being published. But if you can add some options for this function. So let's add FG and FG A. Let's save, let's get back, and we have this syntax, or this this time with the date. So it looks perfect. You can check the options from the time and go to codecs. You can see that you can where's the options? There's no options here. The string, formatting date and time. You can see the options here. So we have multiple options. You can use all these options inside depending on the content you need to display. inside your application. So basically we're having the title and the date. Let's change the author. So in here let's add the author. Okay, and also we need to add the author link. We can call get author posts URL, and also we need to pass the ID of this of the author. As you can see, we have the author ID. We need to add to pass the author ID, so we can just grab the URL of that author. So let's get the author meta, and then we pass the ID, so we can get the ID of that author and pass it into the author post URL. Jump into here and reload, and now we have our post. Okay, if you get here, actually we're getting nothing, which is weird. Why is doing that? Get author post URL and get the author meta, and we forgot the echo here. Okay, so let's get back and let's reload. See, you can see at the bottom here we have this author link to that specific author, so that will display the posts of that author, which is admin, which is all the posts in our case. So now we have this post title, and we have this the date and the admin or the author. Also we have the content. Now we can what I need to do is that we need to add the image for that post. So we need to basically with WordPress, you will not have posts inside your dashboard. It's not supported, as you can see here. In the posts, you can't have the posts. You can't add post thumbnails, or maybe which is the post image. So to activate that, you need to go to and add a new functionality into your theme. So in order to do that, we need functions. Create a functions file, which is very important inside your theme, because you will every functionality you need to use inside your theme, you need to add it inside functions.php. So you will use this file a lot. So let's add, for now, let's create a function, and I will call it Bootstrap theme setup. Oops. You can call it, of course, whatever you want. So here I will call this function add theme support, and we need to add this feature, which is post thumbnails. Okay, so in order to make this function works, we need to add an action and link that function into that action with something in WordPress called hooks. So basically we need to add action, and we call this hook, which is after after setup theme, and then we pass the function name, which is in our case this function, and let's save. And now if we get back into our post and reload, now you see that we have this featured image. So we can add a featured image inside our post. So basically I have some images here. I grab all these images, paste that in. That will upload into the media library. Okay, so for this post I will grab, let's see, we can grab this one, select. Okay, we have this post image, so let's update. Let's get back into posts, and for the post 2 I will grab this one. Let's update. Let's get into post 3 or post 1 and grab one of these, which is this one. Okay, let's update. And now to use those images, inside our template, we need to go maybe beneath the title. So we call this function, which is the post. The post thumbnail. Okay. So this function has two options. First, the size of the image. Basically, when you in WordPress, there's a standard size for images. So there's medium and small and large and medium, small. Also, you can add your own custom sizes inside functions. In my case, I will use small. And for the attributes, you can add some extra attributes. So let's just for now, let's just use this without any options. We need to go here and refresh, and we have this post image inside the template, but we need to add some classes. So to add options, we need to call this array, and for this array you can add class option class what's going on. And for this class option, that will add these classes into your image. So in my case, I will add I need the width to be 100%, and we need to the height to be auto, so it will be contained inside the div, the parent div. So width 100%, and for the height I will make it auto, and these are W, it's not width. Okay, these are Bootstrap basic classes. Okay, so if we get back to here and reload, and now we have this this post image. Okay, so I don't like the metadata here beneath the image. Let's make it where is it? We have the meta here, so let's grab these and put this beneath the title. Let's save and reload, and that's better. Okay, so now we have our posts, and we have the image. Also we have for each post we have the content, and now we need to have a single post page. So now we cannot navigate into this single post image, or sorry, for the single post page. To do that, we need to create a separated file for this single post template. So in our theme directory, I will create single.php. Okay, now let's grab everything here, and I will paste that in, and I will save for now. And here I need to add the link of that post for this particular post. I need to add link. I will add it, let's see, it's inside here. Let's add it beneath the content, so it's not we need to add first anchor tag with button, just basic Bootstrap classes, button primary. Okay, and for the href I will add the permalink, which is Bootstrap, sorry, it's not Bootstrap, it's the WordPress function to get the link of that post. And for the text I will see more. Okay, not mode, what's going on here? Okay, and let's get back and let's reload. Now we have this this button for the post, and if you can see beneath here we have this link for that particular post. So if we tap on it, we can see that we have this single post page. So we have a single post now, and we have posts. So for this I don't need the whole content to be displayed in the main index file. So to do that we just need to display the something called the excerpt, which is a part of the content. So if we go, oops, what did I do? If we go to here where we display the content, we just need to display the excerpt. Okay, that will display some of the content. So if we reload, you can see that we have what's going on. This is the part of our content, it's not the whole content. And if we go to that single page or that single post page, we can see that we have the whole content of that particular post. In WordPress, to display in our case we are displaying this single post, we need to create a file called single and put our logic inside it to display that single post page. And to display a single page, in our case, if you go to pages here, we have these pages. So in our case, to display this page, we need to create a file called page in our WordPress theme files. So I will create page.php, and here where we put our page logic. So let's go to our single file, and before that I need to do something important. As you can see, if we create multiple files, we need just every time we need to just copy and paste all the content of the header and the footer, also the content of our page or our file, to make this dynamic. In WordPress you can create something called header. No, it's not head, it's header. Sorry about that. It's header.php, and in the header we can have all our header content. So here we have this it's always repeating itself, so we can get these. Also we can get the nav bar with the let's see, we have this head. Let's grab these, all these. Okay, let's cut it out and replace it with get header, which is a PHP function. Let's save and let's get into header and paste that in, and let's save and let's get back into our index, which is here. And now there's no difference because we have the header, and if you display the code of that page, you can see that we have the header inside our index. So we need to also, we can add a footer instead of having footer for all our files. Basically we can create a footer.php, and inside index let's grab the footer. Basically we grabbed, let's take a look on the header. We are let's make sure about the closing tags. We have the container. Okay, so we need to grab from the container and the row. Let's see, we having the row where it's down there, so let's grab from the container. Let's cut it out and let's replace it with get footer, and let's go to the footer and paste that in. Let's save and let's get back to our blog, and here we go. Here's our footer. Here's our footer. Okay, without footer it's duplicated. Now the theme without footer.php. I already have footer in your theme. That's weird. Footer. Here's our footer. Where's the get footer? That's right. Where's the problem? Here's the footer. Here's the footer. Please include a footer in your theme. I already have. Let's see. Oh, what I'm doing here? It's my fault. Sorry about that. I should I should include the footer inside the theme. I put the file outside. It's my fault. Also the page. Okay, I think that will solve the problem. Let's reload, and here we go. So now we have our header and footer. Let's replace in the single. Also we need to get rid of these until where it's right here. Okay, let's replace it with PHP get header, and also we need to go down there and replace this with get footer. Save. Let's get back, reload. Let's get into this single page, single post, and everything alright. So now we have a header and footer, we have our single post, we have our posts, main posts, page, and what's this? And now we can create our page. So let's grab everything here in single, and in page let's paste that in. And in page we don't need to display. Actually, let's save that and go to one of our pages. In our case we have this page, so let's go to the permalink inside that page. So the permalink is this one. Okay, so now we have this the page content of our of that single page, which is the sample page. So basically we don't need the title, the metadata about the date and the time and the publisher. So let's delete that from here. I believe it's okay. And we need to first check if we already have a post thumbnail. If we don't have any post thumbnail, we don't need to display the image. As you can see in our case, we don't have any post thumbnail. So to be more organized, you need first to check if has post thumbnail. Okay. And else, and if, sorry, and else. Okay, and we paste the code here, our post thumbnail, and we need to apply this also on our single instead of just directly display the thumbnail. We need first to check if we have an image, if we have an image for this post, and then we'll display it, and also for the index here. Okay, let's save, let's reload, everything should be fine. Okay, so if we get back into here, we have our posts, we have a single post, which is good. Okay, so now we need to take care of these posts. You see that we have this featured post, and we have this world category post, and we have this design category post. So basically, to do that, you see that here we are just calling this have posts loop. So this in this query we just calling all the posts of our blog, but in this case we need the posts with this category, this specific category, and in our case is this world category. So to do that, we need to create a WP query. So if we go to here and search for WP query to see the options. So basically in the descriptions, class defined. Okay, so if we go to the usage, you have the query, and this is the query. To first we need to create that query. So we call new WP query and then pass these arguments, and the arguments, let's see one of the examples. We have multiple arguments. As you can see, we have all these parameters and options. You can use, for example, you can fetch the posts with for this specific author, which is the ID of that author. So you can just grab the posts with the author ID of 123. Okay, you can grab the posts of this author name of Rami. Okay, you can grab the posts of multiple authors. In this case, we need the posts of this author and this one and this one and this one. Okay, in this case we are just displaying all posts except those from an author. So we are just fetching all the posts instead of the posts of this one, which is the author with the ID of 12. This is for author, and for the category we need to fetch the category, the posts of that specific category, which is in our case, in this case it's the category of ID of 4. Okay, for the you can pass the category name, and in this case is this staff category, so that will fetch the posts of that specific category. So in our case here, we need to fetch the posts with the category of world, and we need to fetch the posts of the category of design, and also we need to fetch a post with the category of featured post. So to do that, we need first to create some categories. So to do that, we need to go to posts, and in the categories you can here add your categories. So we need a world category and the slug of world, and let's make that capital. You can just add the category, and also we need design. Oops. And this will be design. Why I keep doing that? Let's add, and we need featured post. Okay, let's add this, and now we have these categories. So let's get back into our posts, and let's see, we can add let's add some new posts, and I will call this design post. Okay, let's add some random lorem ipsum. Get back. Okay, so here in the advanced, or not advanced, is inside docs categories, you can select the category you want this post to be inside. So in our case it's a design post, so I will take or choose design. Also I need to have some image, so I will choose this, and let's publish. Okay, we need another one, another two. So I'll call this world post. Okay, and paste that in, and I'll change this category into world, and I will take this, let's take this, doesn't matter actually, and let's publish. And for the featured post, okay, let's add this here, and here we need to add this category, and let's add this one as a featured post. Okay, let's publish. And now if we go to our code and start a new query, so in our case I need a query to fetch the featured post, or maybe for now let's fetch the what is it, just the design category post. So let's create a design post, and I will say create a new WP query. Oops. Actually, I forgot to put the PHP. So let's make this WP query, and here we can pass an array of options. So we need a category name or cat name, that will be design, which is as you remember we already created the categories. So here we have this design, which have this slug, so we need to grab this this slug for that category. So we can take design, its category name, okay, and also we can pass some options. In our case we need just if you can see, we are just fetching the one post from that category. So we need in our query we just need to fetch one post. We don't need all the posts of that category. So we can specify this by passing this option, which is posts per page, and we can say we just need one post. Okay, so this will store the post objects that will be returned from this query. So in our let's see, it's in featured post, we have here post title. Where is this? It's in the featured post. Yeah. So the featured post, we have also this post title, so we need to add this here. So for the flex, let's add it here in the query. So after fetching the query, we need to apply our posts loop, but in our case we need just apply this loop on our specific query, which is in our case this post, this design post, design post, and then we call have posts. Okay, so in our case we are calling this this loop for this specific query, and before that we need to wrap it with if statement. And let's end the if statements. Let's see, we are inside this div. So let's go down here. Okay, and if, oops, I don't know why it's keeping doing that. Okay, then we call our while loop. So while have posts, but before that, remember, we need to call our design post, and then we call have posts. Okay, and then we call the post, and also before that we need to call the design posts or post, and then the post. Okay, and down here let's end the while loop. Why is it keeping doing that? And while, okay, let's go to here, here. So here we are just calling this loop. So now we can use that post inside to make dynamic content. So here, instead of post title, we can simply call the title. Okay, and for the dates, let's call the time. It's called FG lowercase. Here we need to add, let's add the excerpts, or maybe, you know, yes, that's the excerpt. Excerpts. Okay, and here we need to add the permalink. And where is it? Let's save that for now, and let's check our page. And now, oops, we have this post, which is in our case the design post, and we have this excerpt, and we need to add the thumbnail, and also we need to make the excerpt little, maybe shorter. So let's go to the excerpts, and maybe we can do some tricks here. So instead of displaying the whole excerpt, we can apply a substring. Okay, and the substring, we need to get the excerpt and then we pass the length of that of the excerpt we need. So I will take from 0 character into 90 characters. Okay, and also we need to echo the result. So let's save, let's get back, and let's reload, and now we have this just the short excerpt, not the whole excerpt. Okay, so and also we need to add the thumbnail. So for the thumbnail, it's displaying, you know what, let's get rid of this SVG. We don't need this, we are not using SVG, we are not using images. And I will add the post thumbnail, and I will choose a small size. And for the array, I will add some class, and for the class we need to add width of 100%, and for the height will be auto. Okay, and we'll get rid of this class, display none, and this column, it's not large, display block. Let's save, let's check it out, let's reload. Okay, we're having this the image of that particular post, of that design post. I think we can add some custom image size, so we can just display it like here in the examples. You see that actually it's not displaying the images. We need just to display the image, the whole image. It's just cutting or cropping the sides on the left, on the right, and we will do that maybe in the next video. I think this one is a little long. Sorry about that. I hope you understand everything inside it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.